Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. I am going over to Ireland to, I think it's the southwest side of Ireland today, where I am speaking to Danny O'Reilly. He's from the Coronas. Danny, how are you?
I'm good, Marcus. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is our yearly catch up. I love our catch ups.
Me too. Yeah, it's nice to see you, man.
Great to see you again. So you have done a bit of a retreat away from your regular home. Why have you
Mm.
escaped? What's the escapism about?
Yeah, well, I spend most of my time in Dublin, which is on the east coast of Ireland. But yeah, every time I've got a couple of days off, I try and get down here to beautiful Dingle, which is, as you say, in the southwest corner of Ireland. And yeah, it's just a sort of a place that a lot of artists tend to go to. It's very quiet. It's sort of spiritual, and we've been coming down here for a long time to do some writing and so yeah, I had a couple of days off. I thought I'd just escape the city. The weather's really good here for a change.
Fabulous.
So yeah, I thought I'd just come down and I've really started just started doing some work on what will be probably the next Coronas record. So I'm writing little bits and bobs and yeah, happy to be here chatting about our Australia tour. So
Love it. So when you go there, when you say you go there to do some writing, do the three boys go down, the three of you?
sometimes, yeah, at the moment I'm here by myself, just have my little baby studio set up and I'm just sort of chilling out and
Yep.
but yeah, this week I'm here solo, but sometimes the boys come down and we set up and set up the drums and just sort of figure things out. Um, or sometimes friends of mine might come down and we'll do a bit of co-writing together. Or but a lot of the times it's just sort of me to get in my headspace of like the initial ideas of what will be songs for the next album, and I'll get a lot of like little very rough demos together that'll be nothing special. But then I'll send them to the rest of the band and we'll flesh them out and work through them and then we'll start playing them together, and that's when they really become Corona songs.
And let's be honest, if the three boys were there, Connor and Graham as well, there would probably be a bit more partying, a bit more drinking than getting some work done, right? You probably get more done
Yeah.
solo.
Yeah, that's always a danger. It's always a danger. But yeah, no. And the other thing is, Noxie, our bass player, he's such a good cook. So he cooks up
Oh,
like a storm. So we just spend all our time thinking about, oh, what are we having for dinner tonight,
man,
And but
that's
yeah, we still get on really well, and we do enjoy the odd pint. But thankfully, this house is a bit out of town, so we have to really commit to go for it and have a drink. We're locked away here, so it's just
okay.
wine and
Yeah.
food.
Work harder, work harder.
Mm.
Hey, so this is the fourth year consecutively that you've been coming to Australia. So, I mean, I reckon you should just buy a home here as well. Why not?
I think I
Um,
think it's about time. Yeah, I mean we love it so much. We're so excited to be heading back again, and yeah, we can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
so November 2024 was your last tour. How
Yeah,
did that one go? How was that received? What were the
it was
audience like?
it was amazing. Honestly, Marcus, it was the biggest crowds we've ever played to in Australia, and the shows just were incredible. People really getting. There was a good mix of Irish and Aussies there, and people reacting to the new stuff, to new songs, which was really cool as well. And we did a mixture of old stuff and new stuff, and yeah, just a lot of energy, a lot of sing along, positive vibes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's now a part of our calendar to try and get to Australia once a year, and I'm so happy that we're heading back at the end of November. So, yeah, buzzing to be back and to do it all over again.
Now, I love you guys. I mean, I adore you. I'm biggest fan. And this isn't
Yeah,
necessarily a deal breaker, but I'm pretty cranky with you all because you haven't put Adelaide on the
I
schedule this year,
know.
this time. So
I was what? Yeah,
I need to have
I'm
high
so sorry.
management. Um,
Absolutely. I'll take no blame. I go where I'm told.
hands off. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
Melbourne the
it's a pity.
21st,
Yeah.
Sydney the 22nd, Perth the 23rd of November.
Yeah.
Super duper exciting. Us Adelaideans and people that live in Perth, obviously we can just do a quick little trek over to Melbourne. No dramas at all. It's pretty easy. Um,
Yeah.
but obviously, what is it about the Australian music scene and indeed our audiences that keeps you coming back for more?
I think that there's a sort of a kinship between us Australian people and Irish people, and we go and the more we tour there, I can see the sort of similarities. I think, the Aussies like to have a good time the way we do, and I think they know their music. They have a big, and there's a really healthy music scene there, and it's just one of those things. There's magic in the air when we play in Australia every time, and the crowd has just naturally built every time we've gone back, and to see that and move up through the venues, and our first tour there, we probably only played to a handful of people, and every year we've sort of built on it, and it's been sort of organic like that, which is really cool. But yeah, I think there's just something in the air over there. They tend to like their Irish music as well, and you look at the success this year of, last couple of years, the likes of Dermot Kennedy, and that there's lots of bands coming through, and Irish music is in a good place. Hosier, of course, as is Australian music. I think the last time I was on, I was talking to you about my favorite Aussie band, Gang of Youths, who I love, and I've still haven't seen them live, but they're on my list. So I've got to try and keep an eye out for them. Hopefully, they have some new music coming. But yeah, I think we just we're lucky that we've just been welcomed by the Australian people.
And it's so true. I mean, obviously the expats love the
Mm.
music. I mean, because clearly it's where
Yeah,
they've grown up with that music. But
yeah,
us Australians that have been born and bred in Australia, we absolutely ache for. And we were speaking about this last time we spoke a year ago. But the Australians love Irish music. Irish musicians, all of that. I mean, and we went
yeah,
through the list last time. We don't need to go through the list again, but yeah,
yeah.
we ache for it. So, I mean, your fan base is here in plethora, including Adelaide.
Yes, yes, honestly. I'm gonna make sure now next time we do it, I
I
want,
know.
because even this tour is a very short tour again. We don't have much time off, it's sort of fallen at a busy time for us. I'm glad we could make it work, but
Was
hopefully next time we'll
next
have
time.
some time off, and longer time to play in Adelaide, and maybe Brisbane too. We've had some good shows in Brisbane too.
Now, last year, part of the tour was really celebrating the launch of the new album, which was
Yeah.
Thoughts and Observations. Um,
Yes.
what is the tour this year going to be comprised of mostly? What can we expect?
Yeah, well, I think it's just going to be a mixture of everything. It's sort of best of the Coronas from all our back catalog, and we'll do a couple of some songs of Thoughts and Observations. I still feel like we're promoting that album, but we might even have a couple of new songs by then. That's sort of one of the reasons I'm in Dingle, when I'm working on brand new music, and we have a rough plan to record our next album early next year, probably January next year. So it's always fun if we can even get one brand new song in the set that's like an unreleased song, and just try it out on the road. So hopefully we might have that. But yeah, it'll be a mixture of old and new, and everything in between. So we're looking forward to it.
I love it. I love the idea of a new album as well, because obviously you're
Yeah.
7 full albums down now, and we're champing at the bit for number 8.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe. We've been around a long time, but
Crazy.
we started very young. We did, Marcus. We
I know,
started
right?
young.
You're only 22, Danny. You're only 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so I mean, obviously, it's going to be a very tight tour, this one here, with not a lot of time off. But if you do have a little bit of time, is there anything in Australia when you're not on the stage, looking forward to doing, catching up with?
Yeah, yeah, catching up with some friends. I mean, the last time our first show was in Sydney, so we had a couple of days there, which was lovely because we could just chill on the beach, and we went down to Bondi, and we had a couple of days there. But this time our first show was in Melbourne, and we've got some friends in Melbourne as well. So we're going to start there and catch up with a few people, and go down to St Kilda and see all the Irish people down there, I'd say. And yeah, to be honest, we have no major plans yet. We'll see. I'm not even sure when we arrive in, but yeah, hopefully catch up with some people, try some nice coffee, and nice breakfast, and yeah, have some fun.
I know you need to see more than just the venue and more than the airport, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's my favorite thing about touring, is just like wandering around the city and not really knowing where I am. I wake up in a new city. It's like, where are we today? Okay, and I just go and find a coffee shop and just get a sense of the place, and I put my headphones in. I love it. I love just exploring. So hopefully we'll get to do a bit of that.
Hey, so when the Coronas are not writing new music, or producing new music,
Mm.
or on stage, or doing the album launches, releases, all that kind of stuff, do you go off separately and work on solo projects, or is it always the Coronas for the band?
I think at the moment we are quite focused, and it's mainly Coronas related stuff. I have done some little bits with friends and co-writing for other people and stuff like that, but Yeah, we love it so much, and we have a good, really good balance, Marcus. We're blessed really that we've been doing this for so many years, and we have a good life balance really of when we have time off. You know, Noxie, our bass player, has two young kids now, and he has some family time when we have a bit of time off, and we've just gotten the balance right, I think, of knowing when it's time to work, and then we can take some time off and be with our families and stuff like that. But yeah, no, like work wise, we tend to when we're focusing on getting back into work, it's all Corona's related. You know, I haven't been, as I say, I've done some small projects with different people, but there's no plans on doing a solo record or anything like that anytime soon. I'd rather make music with my best friends, and I love it. So as long as we still get on and we do, we'll keep that going, I think, you know.
As long as there's no big roaring fights going on, we can
Exactly.
keep together. Yeah.
Well, we have some now and again, but nothing too major. You know, we're like brothers. We can have a big fight and then get over it a minute later, you know.
The way it should be. Hey,
Yeah.
when you're not doing music, what's one of your other favorite hobbies to get into?
Yeah, well, we love sports. I love watching soccer, and there's Irish sports here that I'm big fans of as well. Gaelic football, which is like you know, AFL. It's similar to that Aussie rules, you know, and yeah, we sort of yeah, love sport. We go sea swimming. We, you know, play a bit of football and just like watching sport and having fun, listening to music, going to shows. We've got a couple of festivals coming up now. It's great. I love festival season because you get to see other acts as well. We're playing at Glastonbury
Oh,
next week, which should be a lot of fun. So it's
wow.
yeah, our first time playing there. So it's like bucket list stuff, and so we'll get to see some other acts and yeah, just hanging out and having a good time. We're pretty laid back guys, you know.
Who's the headliner at Glastonbury this year? Do you know?
Neil Young is on one of the nights.
Wow.
I get mixed up with all the different the different festivals we're doing, but yeah, I think Neil Young is on the night we're on. There's the
Wow.
script, and there's a couple of Irish acts as well that are on the bill, and yeah, it's cool. There's so many bands. Like we were even like because I think when I remember, I can't remember who the headliners are now, but that's because they didn't really speak to me. But down the bill, there were so many bands that I was like, oh, I want to see them, I want to see them, I want to see them.
Wow.
So there's lots of different options there. There's like, you know, hundreds or thousands of bands playing at Glastonbury. So we're so excited to be there. It's so big. Like I've seen the festival campsite before or the festival site before, even though we haven't played it, but it's so vast. 250,000 people at a music festival is just crazy. Like,
It's
so
just nuts.
it's
I
going to
can't
be a lot of,
imagine standing on the
yeah, I
stage
know.
looking out at those people.
I know it's going to be crazy. But we have a nice slot as well Saturday afternoon. We're not clashing with any of the big acts. So it should be fun. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a crowd and hopefully we get some decent weather too because it's really nice now. So hopefully it hangs around.
Hey, I'm going to put you on the spot. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed you've done your Australian music artist research. I'm not sure.
Oh God.
We'll soon find out. If there was an Australian music artist that you'd love to collaborate with while you're over here
Yeah.
in town, who would it be?
Can oh yeah, well, can I say Gang of Youth's my favorite band? I love them, and as I say, I still haven't seen them live, and I still listen to their music. They Go Farther in Lightness. Their second album is on heavy rotation on my phone still,
Love it.
and their new record's great, or the most recent record's great as well. But so David LePep is the lead singer, and I've met him before, and he was such a nice guy. He was so sweet, and I was like trying not to fanboy him. And he was so cool and down to earth, and he was asking me about our band and all, and I was just like, oh my God. So if he's watching you, if he's a fan of your show, you know, fingers crossed, he will he will maybe come check us out. Well, I think they live in London, but anyway, we can make it happen.
I'll
Come
flick him an
contact my
email.
people. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
fingers crossed one day.
Danny O'Reilly, like we said, everyone, is the Coronas, along with Connor and Graham. And what's the drummer's name again?
Yeah, Connor is our drummer.
Oh,
So Connor
Connor's
is
the
our
drummer,
drummer,
yes.
and yeah,
So,
and Graham is our bass player.
yeah. So, they are coming to Australia, November the 21st, November the 22nd, November the 23rd. Get onto the Corona's website, everyone, and check it out. Get your tickets. I'm going to get mine and do a little Melbourne dirty weekend away in Melbourne.
Nice.
But all the best with the tour, and I look forward to catching up with you again really soon. And I'm already looking forward to the 2026 tour with a new album. So you've said it now, you can't take it back.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much, Marcus. Great to chat to you.
Anna, you're a legend. Happy
You
writing.
too.
See you,
You
my
too.
friend.
Have a good night. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Cheers,
Bye.
cheers, cheers.